Hey folks, Lester here. Hi to hello. All right, we're going to have some fun, and this may be hard for some of you, but you have to play. You have to compete, and you have to challenge yourself to do this. You ready? If there could only be one. Today we'll start with our pigs. You have to choose between Tiny Tim, Pig Trudy, Piggy Pig, and Pig Newton. If there could only be one. And you cannot say, it's too hard, Lester, I can't do it, it's just too hard, I love them all. I know you love them all. We all love them all. But if there could only be one. Come on, y'all, this will be fun. Whew, and that is gonna be fun. Hi to hello, everybody. Lester and Jamie here. We got a couple of drinks here. I'm having water.
I'm having a soda.
A soda. So this is a Propel. It's a flavored water.
Mine's a diet soda.
But,
we're really wild on this Labor Day weekend.
Jamie deserves a pat on the back, and I'll tell you why. Now, she's going to be upset if I say this too loud, but she gave her mom a run for her money today. I don't know what Jamie's philosophy or her strategy was, but she woke up this morning gung-ho, and she was ready to go. And believe it or not, when I walked outside to feed the dogs a minute ago, Miss Janelle sitting on the table like on her phone. I'm like, you okay? She goes, Jamie worked me out really hard today. I'm like, Jamie worked you out really hard?
Normally it is the other way around.
It is the other way around. So Jamie must have gave her mom a run for her money. I don't know. I was back and forth. I was doing a lot of things today, but Jamie and her mom were here working. They got a lot of stuff done. Talk about it?
There is no video of this because we literally put our heads down and just worked. But we did all of the little projects that we wanted to accomplish. And because we couldn't go to the beach like we planned, we woke up and we cleaned out the shop. And when I say cleaned out the shop, I mean, we scrubbed walls. I was on my hands and knees scrubbing. We organized, we categorized, we went through, and we not like it. I would feel comfortable if we were having prom tomorrow. Like it is that.
It's clean. It
like
looks
you can
really,
eat
really
off
good
of
in
the
there.
Floor clean.
You know, that's needed to be done for a long time. I'm sorry, I'm not better help. But if I could be more like your mom and just be go, and keep you going all the time. But no, it's been really neat having Miss Janelle here. Tomorrow she goes back, though.
It came way too fast. Like it has been, I feel like she just got here yesterday, even though she's been here since Thursday. It just like, it's never long enough. No matter how long that we plan these trips or the things that we're going to do, and it doesn't matter if she's here or I'm there, it is never long enough. I feel that way with Xander. I feel that way with my whole family of like, it's weird because even when I lived there with them, we didn't have dedicated time like this to, partner together. So it always felt infinite. And now that it is so condensed, we actually get more done when we're together, and like it's truly dedicated time and it's focused and it's not like interrupted by work and other people and other, things like that. But it is like, it is weird how fast the time slips away, but also crazy the amount of things that we were able to do while she was here.
So what all did you guys do?
I can't tell you everything.
Oh, so you got some video stuff you're going to work on.
I do have a couple days of videos, but
I will say that, like Jamie said today, their focus today was at shop.
Which was a very big project. To be honest, if I was doing it alone, it would have taken me 3 to 4 days.
Yeah. So you all know that when we bought the property, the shop had a lot of just smaller cabinets and shelves and things that were plasticky. A lot of things were broken and warped, and some were made of wood. We had to clean a lot of that stuff out. And then Jamie found on Marketplace somebody who was selling some heavy duty shelves that he would come out and put together for us.
They were commercial shelves from an old donut shop, believe it or not.
A donut shop.
Yeah.
So she bought, about 15 of those? Mm-hmm. About 15 of those. That fella came out and put them all together, and we lined the walls of our shop with those. And the first section we filled up with all of our bug out gear. I know that sounds kind of dumb, but Jamie and I are kind of like preppers. We always want to prep for a just in case scenario, a doomsday scenario. So we have a lot of dry goods, a lot of condiments, a lot of things that would help us sustain us for a while, us and the family, if something were to go wrong. And we filled up a lot of our shelves with those things, but we still had a lot of room to go. And then the bad thing about us, and I say us, as a collective, is that we don't always get to things right away. So sometimes we will put stuff on a shelf and have every intention to get to it pretty soon. And sometimes we don't get back to it ever. And so that kind of begins to accumulate. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. We all have those rooms or those closets or those spaces where we kind of put stuff and we'll get to it later. And the garage
life gets busy,
The garage has been wonderful, but it has a lot of stuff that we're going to get to later. And today, Jamie got to it. Today was later, and she and her mom got to it.
Animal section. We have tools all completely organized and beautiful where they belong now. We have our little prepper bug out section. We have like my Christmas things. We have the extra things like extra hoses, extra nozzles, all of those things got in one place, not to mention all of our outdoor games that we play with the kids. Mm-hmm. Something I found on the shelf that I'm embarrassed to admit is that I forgot all about. Do you remember when we bought this place that I bought an outdoor life-size chess set?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. And I found that on the shelf today and I was like, oh, we never did that.
Yeah, it's like yard chess.
Yeah.
We have a lot of big games. They take up a lot of space too. They do. But no, it's exciting to see how far Jamie and her mom got in just this one day. So, and they had time to go for a ride on the side-by-side around the lake here.
Well, there's a little bit of a story to that.
Oh.
So mom there's a point where when she wakes up between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, right? So she's a go-getter, get things done. By the time I get up, she's already had a whole pot of coffee and is very much like ready to take on the world. So from that standpoint, then whenever we get up and get going today, I was like, all right, let's go. Let's get this done. At some point during the day, if she doesn't stay busy, she will fall asleep. And then it backs up that 3 a.m. to like 2 or 1, and it just jacks everything up. So it gets to the point where she's like, we have to keep going. We have to keep going. She'll start looking for extra things to do in the evening. It's night. I'm like, hey, let's go for a ride. I'm going to show you a place that you've never been before. And I told her, I was like, I'm going to take you to Route 66. And her mind went to this place. How does Route 66 come through Livingston, Texas?
Yeah.
And she's mapping it out in her head. And I'm watching her wheels spin. I'm like, just get on the side by side. She's like, we're not going in the car. Like, she was so perplexed.
Well, everyone knows that Route 66 is it's an east-west highway. 66, even number highways go east and west, right? Yeah. And it runs from where to where?
I don't know, but
probably
I do know
California or either Washington.
I believe it goes through Missouri. And I do believe that you end up like out in Nevada. Anyway,
well, I'm going to find it while you're talking about it. Go ahead.
She could not figure out what the heck I was talking about, how we were going to go there on our side-by-side.
Where does Route 66 start and stop?
And I got to puzzle my mom just a smidge today. And so Route 66 near us is
downtown Illinois.
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois. Downtown Chicago, Illinois is where it stops.
Okay. On Michigan Avenue.
Huh?
In Michigan Avenue?
It starts at the intersection of Adams Street
and Michigan Avenue.
Where's that at?
In Chicago.
Well, where's it stop at?
I don't know where it stops.
Well,
Williams, Arizona?
Jamie, I don't know.
Where does it stop?
I can't read. Anywho, so we have our own little Route 66 that goes around the lake and the river over here. And so what Jamie did was took her mom down our Route 66, which is kind of cute. And her mom was like, oh, I don't know.
And it's in LA.
Okay, there. I said California.
Yeah.
There we go.
So anyway, we did not find 100 box cutters today. That's really funny, Angie. Route 66 near us is a back road at the end of a subdivision behind Longhorn Lester's. There's a lake neighborhood that's back here behind us. And then Route 66 is the end of it where people have like campers and things like that, and like clubhouses set up along the river. It flooded this year and also sustained the hurricane, and I hadn't been back there. So I took my mom to Route 66, but not like US Route 66. And we got to go on a little, just interesting little find. It was really fun. And now I know where real Route 66 is. And maybe one day we can go see that, Lester.
It was nice seeing a longtime friend on here, Jay Rodriguez, who also goes by the name of Whoop Ass. Sorry, Jamie. Today was our fantasy football kickoff, and Jay actually has played with us for many, many, many years. But today we did our fantasy football, and that's what I spent the last couple of hours of my afternoon doing. We talked about it this morning. Or yesterday morning, forgot when it was. And today was the actual day. So it was a lot of fun. I will say that I started off strong, and then I ended up doing horrible towards the end. And whenever you're done making all of your fantasy picks, Yahoo, who's the one that runs the game, will rate your team. And I'm embarrassed, out of the 10 teams who played, I was number 10. I am the lowest rated team. And I'm just so upset with myself because I normally bring it, y'all. I try to focus everything. I try to bring it. And this year we have people like Lex, who's the youngest one playing in our league. He's only 12, almost 13. And Lex is playing. And Lex was the third place best fantasy pick
Good
today.
for Lex.
I know. And even LE got number 5. So everyone always says it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And so we're going to hope that that's true, because I started horrible. I had a really horrible start. But what happens is, starting next week with the actual football games, when they start coming on, your fantasy players, however they perform on their given game days, all of those points will go into your team, and Yahoo will accumulate your points and tell you who wins and who loses out of the week. So in saying so, I wanted to include you guys in some fun as well. So everybody who's on Facebook, I'm a Survivor, saw this a little bit early.
Hey folks, Lester here. Hi to hello.
So listen, everyone knows that this is the time of year, Jamie, with all of these fantasy football players for college and pro football. You have the elections going on in politics. You know, you have your primaries, and you got a lot of stuff we having to decide on, right? So I thought, let's have some fun and involve you all in our own version of our presidential elections based on our farm animals. So this over here starts our primaries. So you know the primaries are when you start putting the candidates out there and they compete against each other, and they begin to advance further and further along until you have a final runoff, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so in saying so, this is going to be so fun. Today we start with our pigs. We put 4 pigs up who all want to win your vote. And guys, I'm sorry, but you know the rules. You may like them all, but you can only pick one. So we have Tiny Tim, who would love to be your selection. Or there's Pig Trudy, there's Peggy Pig, let me move that, and then there's Pig Newton. And so here's how the game's going to play. Listen carefully.
Hey folks, Lester here. Hi to hello. All right, we're going to have some fun, and this may be hard for some of you, but you have to play. You have to compete, and you have to challenge yourself to do this. You ready? If there could only be one. Today we'll start with our pigs. You have to choose between Tiny Tim, Pig Trudy, Peggy Pig, and Pig Newton. If there could only be one. And you cannot say, it's too hard, Lester, I can't do it, it's just too hard, I love them all. I know you love them all. We all love them all. But if there could only be one. Come on, y'all, this will be fun.
And it is fun. And already, we put that on Facebook about an hour ago. And Jamie and I went to the tub. We were taking a bath, getting ready for tonight's live. And I says, Jamie, there's already 1,000 comments in 28 minutes. In 28 minutes, there was already 1,000 comments. And we love that. Now, I'm not going to give you the answers or the winner yet. That wouldn't be fair. But I'm looking over here on the side, and I'm seeing names flying by. So it's fun seeing YouTube have some fun with this also. I have to find a way to put those short videos onto YouTube as well, so they have a chance to vote. Yeah. So we'll do that for both platforms. And then what we'll do is we'll take the winner of our pigs, and put them off to the side. They will go to the next round. And then I jotted some things down. We can do our donkeys because we have 4 donkeys. Donkey Dan. Don't vote now for donkeys. We'll have Donkey Dan. We have Imogene. We have Ivy. And we have Beverly. Now, listen, here's the crazy thing about the voting. Guys, I understand that all of us are very, very different. And this might be an eye-opener to let us understand that we don't get upset because someone says Peggy Pig. We don't get upset for someone saying Pig Trudy. What we do is we have to listen to our hearts, right? When we vote from what our heart tells us, our hearts. And so, what's wrong?
You have 5 donkeys.
5? Dinky Daryl? Dinky Daryl? Oh, well, he's one of the minis. He'll be one of the mini donkeys. Yes. So Dinky Daryl will be one of the mini donkeys. So that will be a second. Yes. So what we're going to do is, friends, we're going to have a lot of fun and try to find ways that we can all have fun with this, even though we might not all agree. And it's okay, because there are things that Pig Trudy has done that touched your heart. However, there's things that Tiny Tim does, or Peggy Pig, or Pig Newton that has touched your heart. There was someone that I was reading earlier who says the way Pig Newton carries hay to his bed just makes me just love him so much. I get it. I get it.
I love watching him do it too, except for he started carrying that hay to the water trough lately, and I don't understand why. Like, I legitimately do not know what is making him do that.
But listen, we have alpacas, we have horses, 4 horses. We have, now with the goats, we're going to have to do this a little bit different. We're going to have to divide it into boy goats, like the big boys, the big girls, and then the babies. And cows the same way, the bulls, the cows, then the calves. So we'll find ways to do it where every animal has a chance to get their vote out there. And it's going to be up to you guys to decide how we're going to do this election. And what we're going to do is, Jamie's mom gave me the idea, after you have a winner from each category, then they all come into one. So imagine this, when we have our big stage out here and all of our candidates are lined up. Who wants to be your president of the Longhorn Lester, the J&L Ranch property, right? And so we're going to have all of these animals lined up who are going to be bidding for your vote, okay? And it's going to be fun. We're having fun with this, y'all. So let's not make it weird. Let's not make it mean. Let's just have fun. And you're allowed to have fun, and you have to vote. So for everyone who says, I can't decide, that's not an option. You have to get out and vote in the real election, and you must get out and vote, or at least get on and vote in our fun online elections with our animals. So we're just having some fun today, y'all. Talking about having to vote, I had to pick in this draft, and I'm sitting here with all of these available players, and I'm just not real sure who I want to pick. There are so many to pick and choose from. And so it's that time of year, y'all. We're having a lot of fun with it. So
Lester was so invested in this draft that I'm coming in and out of the house and doing things, and I'm like, hey babe, this, and this, and around. He's like, he's sitting at the computer for the longest I've ever seen him. It was 2 hours. It took 2 full hours.
And
he's like, I can't listen right now. I'm very busy. And he's like, click, 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 click. And I'm like, okay. And I just turn around and walk back outside. Like, this was a very serious event today, apparently.
It's very serious. Very, very serious. And people who are into sports and things take this fantasy stuff very serious. So anyway, we will have a lot of fun doing this, friends. And you guys make sure that when y'all see that on either your Facebook or your YouTube, go ahead and vote. Make sure you vote. And you can't pick 2, guys. You can't pick 2 candidates. You can only pick 1 out of each group. And then eventually you'll only be able to pick 1 out of the finalists. That's going to be so fun to see who is America's favorite farm animal. Jamie?
Lester's pumped.
I am. I'm pumped. Anywho's, I'll stop.
I love it. I love it whenever you get excited about things. And like, I'll be real with y'all. I'm learning with you about these plans right now, about how.
This is not something that I ran past Jamie first.
He didn't tell me any of this, so I'm listening right here with you going, oh, that's a pretty good idea. I had no idea that that's what we were going to do. So I'm excited.
Now, there's going to be people who are going to say, wait, you have more than 4 cows, or you have more than this many. So I understand. So what we're going to probably have to do is just kind of like, we can narrow it down to who we know, or some of your favorites. And I'll take care of that. I know who you guys love. And so I'll make sure we include those in the part of the voting process.
Ooh, are you going to pick dogs?
Whoa, we got dogs too. Yes, we do. Now, the problem is we have 7 dogs. Now, I might could find a place for 7 I guess I could find a. So what I had to do, I asked Jamie if she had it, and she doesn't. But there was this app that I downloaded. It was called, what was it called again? A picture collage. So you can take, if you have 7 pictures, then you find the font, not font, the template. You find the template that has 7. And so we could actually put however many we want to in there. All I had to do was go out and get an actual photo of each pig today.
I think that there's a poll thing too. Let me look.
But I'll say there is a poll thing, but I could only put 2 choices in the poll. It didn't give me an option for more than.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I could do the official poll where you could actually mark it, we could all see how many % each animal got. But the unfortunate thing is when I went and found the poll, it only gave me a place for 2 choices, not more than 2. So that's not going to work for what we want to do.
I'm still looking. Keep talking.
Yeah. So don't vote right now. A lot of you guys are trying to vote right now. That's not how it's going to work. You have to actually wait until I play the video and you'll actually vote on that video. So any votes that are cast right now will not count. I'm not going to sit here and count all of the votes on a live video, but I will start playing these things. I'll play it one more time. This is how it's going to look. Here it's going to.
Hey folks, Lester here. Hi to hello. All right, we're going to have some fun. And this may be hard for some of you, but you have to play. You have to compete, and you have to challenge yourself to do this. You ready?
Where's that at?
If there could only be one. Today we'll start with our pigs. You have to choose between Tiny Tim,
We're gonna sophisticate
Pig
this.
Trudy, Piggy Pig, and Pig Newton.
So Jamie just informed me that she did find a way that you can put a poll question on to a Facebook video, and you can have more than 2 answer choices or 2 selections.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to put all of the dogs or all of the cats.
Yeah.
Now, the only downfall is I don't know, is there a way to put a picture on there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this is who I should have asked from early on.
Make sure.
This girl over here, my friends.
Let me make sure, because
We'll figure it all out, though. And I also want to say thank you. We've been getting a ton of those photographs from you guys who are sending us your pictures of your voodoo, you in your voodoo shirt. Remember, friends, we don't want a picture of just the shirt. A sweet lady sent me a picture of just her shirt on her bed. I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm not really going to play that. We all know what the shirt looks like. What we want to see is your smiling face in your shirt. And so that's what we're looking for. So if you want to send those either to my email or Jamie's email or to however you get a hold of us, and we would love to put those to a compilation video. I do know that the fundraiser's over, and so those shirts should all be sent out pretty soon. We'll give it time for those to get overseas. But I would say in the next 10 or 15 days or so, we'll go ahead and start trying to get all those compiled, and we'll have us a real fun video of all of us in our voodoo shirts. That's what I was afraid of, only 2 choices there.
no, I have the choices. I'm thinking about. Don't think I can do the picture.
Well, maybe the picture could actually be what I did over here, like a yeah. So your picture, we'll figure it out. Don't do it down, babe.
I wasn't
Let's not
doing
waste
it,
it live doing all that.
I just had.
We will
curiosity.
figure it all out. Jamie gets hyper focused on stuff, and she just has to know. So we'll have a lot of fun with this. So, okay.
Yeah.
What else you got, love?
Mom and I did some freeze drying, and I got very confident with my freeze dryer this weekend while she's been here. And we freeze dried a piece of candy, and I wanted to know if people could guess what it is by showing it, and then if you'll be able to guess what it is by tasting it.
You want to do it tonight?
Right now.
So I need a blindfold, right?
No.
So wait, are you going to tell everyone what it is?
No. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna hold it up and see if they know what it is. Okay. So, this is a candy item that has been freeze dried, and Lester's going to taste it and tell us what he thinks it tastes like. And I want to know if you know what it is.
Okay. So I'm just going to say ahead of time that what I've discovered is that when you freeze dry stuff, even though it tastes good, I feel like everything tastes the same to me. Everything seems to taste the same. I really cannot distinguish any taste when it's freeze dried. I already know how it's going to taste. It's going to taste like a freeze dried.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to go
crunchy.
get 2 different things, and then you can.
So I mean, I can taste kind of a chocolatey. There's a chocolatey taste on here. I
Okay.
can taste some chocolatey. Is it chocolatey?
Yeah.
I can taste chocolatey.
So many people know, by the
The
way. So many
inside
people have gotten this right already.
Is just freeze dried. Maybe a Kit Kat?
Definitely not a Kit Kat.
Not a Kit Kat?
No.
Okay. I have no idea.
That is a Milk Dud.
Oh,
You know, the
A Milk Dud,
caramel
yeah.
filled
I know a Milk Dud.
chocolate. Yeah. And it blows up to be that big. And I have to tell you, it tastes nothing like a Milk Dud.
No, it doesn't.
It's amazing.
But what's crazy to me is that will last 25 years if you put it in a bag.
Yeah, you put it in a Mylar bag. You can preserve food for 25 years. It's incredible.
And then someone had told Jamie that what they do is make an actual pot roast. That means the roast, the carrots, the potatoes, the onions, all of the good stuff that goes into a roast. And I don't know how they would do it, but they put that into some kind of a container and they freeze dry it.
Yeah,
and then
so
into the little bags.
I'll have to make a video of it because I'm confident enough to be able to do it now, to not screw it up. At least to not blatantly screw it up. But you can preserve eggs. Like you can make eggs into powder. And the point is in regular food, not candy, that when you add moisture back into it, it brings it back to the same way. So instead of like preserving it in a canned way and having to pickle it or things like that, it's, in my opinion, the most creative way maybe, but also the easiest way to reconstitute and to bring it back to as it was the same day you freeze dried it. And it lasts the longest. So I will make a video, of doing that. I'm going to give you one more thing and see if you can figure out what these are. Okay.
Look at how colorful they are. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, what comes in a lot of colors? So I'm going to go ahead and just guess before you even give me one. Are these Skittles?
No, sir.
They're not Skittles.
No.
Can you do Skittles?
Yeah, we did
Because
Skittles.
I like Skittles.
Oh, we did Skittles. I can go get you
Oh,
those.
all right. So this is
We did like 20 kinds of candy this weekend and like tried everything.
Wait, that's not soft.
Not as soft.
That's very hard. I don't want to break a tooth here.
You're not going to break a tooth. Just put it in your mouth for a little bit. Let it warm up.
No, I'm going to break a tooth.
What does it taste like to you?
It has no taste, and I'm going to break it too. That's very, very crunchy. I'm glad I bit soft and did not just chomp on it and break a tooth
You
off.
know what this one is already. I'll have to go get you some Skittles to try.
Let me go ahead and have one of those, though,
This
because
one?
they're so colorful. So these are neat. Everyone knows what this over here is. We had one of these yesterday morning. These are the Star Mints, the ones like peppermints.
Let me show you that this is not that hard.
Told you.
It's not hard.
What is it?
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Roll.
Flavored Tootsie Rolls.
This here, I can taste the peppermint in this, especially after you put it in your mouth and you can breathe in and you can have that real fresh spearmint, like a toothpastey kind of a thing. If there was ever like a nuclear disaster or some kind of a Holocaust or some kind of a horrible world event where we lost our government and we had to do a barter system, come to us for candy.
Candy and sugar would be a commodity.
Come to us for your candy. Oh, Jamie's mom's bringing more stuff over.
Okay.
Yeah, if y'all ever want to barter with us, you bring alcohol, we got the candy. Okay. You bring the cigarettes, the tobacco. We don't smoke, but you bring something to barter, and we will take care of the candy. We could do alcohol for candy.
Sugar will be a commodity, and sweets and candy would be a commodity in a world craziness.
So
event.
everyone finds something that you could trade. You have to have something you can trade. You just can't come freeload. I come for the candy. I'm starving. Candy. Well, this is not Halloween, y'all. This is not trick-or-treating.
Let me have that.
Oh, I couldn't have the rest of it?
No. Now I want them to guess what that is. So hold that up.
So if I were just guessing, it looks like Neapolitan ice cream. because I see strawberry, chocolate, and then vanilla there in the middle. But am I anywhere close?
It's not ice cream, but it is Neapolitan flavored something.
So it's Neapolitan something. Okay. Any guesses here?
People know.
You see the right answers?
I do.
Someone said space food. Space food?
Space food is freeze dried.
Oh, so space food is freeze dried. So, like I said, oh boy, here comes Mr. Hank. Everything tastes the same.
It does not taste the same. It has the same texture.
The difference in this is it literally, when I put it into my mouth and it got wet, it began to melt and dissolve. This dissolved. I didn't have to chew. It dissolved all over my tongue and just kind of rolled down my throat.
Yeah. So that's saltwater taffy.
Mm.
You know, the taffy that normally sticks to your teeth.
You don't have to chew it.
No, it's amazing. It's like melt in your mouth. Amazing.
It melted and it just run right down my throat. That was delicious.
One last thing.
You're going to have me all hyped up and I'm going to have a lot of cavities.
I don't know. These are Skittles. Okay. So the Skittles, what happens to them
Here's the
is
Skittles.
they actually bust open and their inside, the insides kind of explode. So there's a crunchy shell still, which is really weird because when you think about eating a Skittle, you have a chewy inside. It's no longer chewy whatsoever.
No, there's no chewy at all. And I can actually still taste the Skittle.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's good.
I do love the Skittles. We did quite a few other pieces of candy and still have others to do, but with Mom leaving, that sort of limits the amount of time that we can together invest in it. But I have a lot of plans. And then I also picked quite a few things from the garden to be able to put in there to preserve like real food besides candy. But candy, in that machine, candy is a little bit more tricky and finicky. So figuring it out is like it's a little bit of a test. And you have to do test runs and figure out the settings versus pretty much everything else that you freeze dry. You turn it on and it does it for you. Candy is just different because it's not really like you are removing the moisture out of it, but there's like breaking sugar barriers and other things. So you have to have certain temperatures and there's a little bit of a, I don't want to call it a science, but configuration that must happen.
So it was funny because I talked to Hank, get off the stove. I talked to Jamie about us I said, we can't live on candy alone. If we're going to put away stuff into our prepping stuff, we have to have real food. And so Jamie goes to the store and when she comes back, don't be mad at me. Hand me those over there, please.
I'm gonna freeze dry them.
Because we're getting better. It's not getting better. It may be a step up from candy. So now we're having cupcakes and Twinkies. We're gonna start freeze drying.
I just want to try it. Okay, I'm experimenting.
Now I tried these over here out of the package. So this is not the freeze dry that I ate already. These are from me just having a sweet tooth last night and eating some Twinkies and some cupcakes. Sorry, Mr. Hank is literally sitting on our stove, staring at me, he's trying to work. Oh. So I'll tell you this horrible, horrible story. I'm almost embarrassed to even tell you this about my dream with Mr. Hank. So I'm embarrassed to even tell you guys this. I don't care. I just don't even care. But last night, it was actually early this morning, Jamie had already gotten up and I'm having this amazing dream. And in my dream, I had hair. So we were at some kind of a show or a festival. I don't know where we were at exactly because I don't remember that part of my dream, but all I remember was I had hair, like my own hair. And it felt so good to have hair. And I'm walking around doing this because I wanted people to notice me. I wanted people to notice me. And I'm like, the way a person would do if they had like really great hair. And I'm just like doing my head around, like fluffing my head from side to side, trying to show off this wonderful head of hair. Finally, I woke up and Mr. Hank was asleep in my face with his tail, like doing this. So all this stuff that I'm doing, I'm trying to get his tail off of my face in real life, but my mind somehow turned that into a dream of me having hair in my face. And
That's what you get for putting hair in my mom's coffee yesterday.
I'm just like loving all this hair that I have, this natural hair. And come to find out it was Mr. Hank had come to the bed.
It was natural, just not yours.
He was laying right on top of me with his tail, like doing this in my face. And it's like, I'm just like having this dream, like, just, you know how you can like blow your hair out of your face yourself and you like do this to let your hair fluff around. Yeah, I was doing all that stuff.
I wish that I would have like walked in on that moment. That would have been amazing PPAT video.
I walked outside still just half asleep and telling Jamie and her mom, like, oh, I had this horrible dream that I had hair. Hank was really Hank. And I'm trying to show them. My eyes weren't even open yet, but
he said that he really wanted people to notice him, and like he wanted.
I remember that thing. I wanted people to notice me.
And he's like, I was there with people that had known me my whole life and knew I didn't have hair, and then here I had this hair, and I'm like shaking like this, and and he's like, I just kept wanting people to notice, and then I woke up and Hank was on my face. I thought it was awesome.
That's the kind of dream you want to go back to bed. I want to go back to sleep. I want to live this a little bit longer. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. I want to live a little bit longer in this dream here. With me having hair at some kind of a festival. I don't even go to festivals.
I was wondering that too when you said like we went to a festival. I'm like, we don't go to festivals.
I've not been to a festival since I was in my 20s. And I've not been to a festival in forever. And I don't know why, but I was at a festival. And I don't know if I was inside the RV or inside of a tent, but I was there. We had a camp spot there, Jamie. And I'm just like letting everyone see my hair floating around. And I'm just like feeling so free and alive. With my beautiful hair.
No one will pay attention to him, poor Lester.
No one would notice because they didn't know me. And if people that knew me, like, oh, you got hair, they would like give a double take and like check it out. People didn't know me. Is like, just what's some dude like doing this? What's wrong with this guy's neck?
Yeah, what kind of tick does he have?
This guy got something wrong with him. No, it was just Mr. Hank. So Mr. Hank ruined my dream. And so now he's trying to annoy me in any way he can. And right now he was sitting on that stove, pushing the button, watching me, see if I can get how long it would take to get me annoyed.
He wanted treats.
Yeah, I know what he wanted.
He knows exactly how to get it. This is really embarrassing. I've had the stove covered with aluminum foil for weeks now because you won't step on it if the foil's there. And I moved the foil off because I cooked lunch today and didn't put it back. That was my fail. So I just replaced the foil, supplied him with treats, and now he's headed to the top of the refrigerator to rest for the evening. Life's good.
Staring at me from up there now.
Hey, at least it's not on your face.
No, I'm good. No, we've had a wonderful visit with Jamie's mom. She's come down and helped us a lot on things. She's done some stuff at the JL, some things here at Longhorn Lester's. Jamie and her mom did a little bit of antique shopping yesterday and doing some stuff. We did not have our date. We did not have a chance for our weekend date. And that's because Jamie's mom was here. That's fine, though. We'll make up for it.
Well, and you spent the day with Ellie and Lex, so.
I did go with Ellie and Lex. And we will make up for we'll get our date in next weekend, okay? And that happens. Life happens, y'all. You don't always have a chance to do your date night or your date getaways. But everyone keeps asking us to block somebody.
I can't see it.
Guys, I don't really know. There's a lot of comments coming through. So
I can't catch them.
You don't have to tell us to block them. Just if you'll just reply to their mean comment and say,
don't say anything.
Don't say bye, Felicia.
No, just leave it alone.
Okay, then don't say bye, Felicia then. But
no, because if
they'll get bored and they'll go away.
Exactly. No attention.
So, well, if anyone has any direct questions, things that you need to know about,
I heard about like 20 million times, how's Gracie?
Okay. Well, I did go live from the JL Ranch around noon, and I videoed Gracie, Pearl, and Marilyn, and they had not had calves at that moment. Now, in that actual live video, though, we all sat and watched Marilyn on her own walk to the far back tree line. And we're all like, ooh, wonder what that means. She's going all by herself to the far back tree line. And if you remember, Jamie's the one that said she thought that Marilyn would be the first to have that calf. I didn't believe her. I didn't even think Marilyn was pregnant. And so come to find out, if in fact I get back over there and it is Marilyn, then Jamie would have been right.
I would enjoy being right.
I've always said it was going to be Gracie, even though I just thought that Gracie was showing more than anybody else. But don't forget, Marilyn is still a heifer, meaning she's never had a calf before. She's a female, but who's never had given birth. So you call that a heifer. So Marilyn is still a heifer. And sometimes heifers don't show the same way a mom will who's already had a couple of kids.
True.
And that might be the same way with real life women. Is that the same?
That varies. There's
That varies?
no
Okay.
rhyme or reason to it whatsoever.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a difference in that or not, but no. So Marilyn, who's never calved before, might not show as much, whereas Pearl and Gracie, who's both given us calves, they may show a whole lot more.
I think you see it more. So in showing for me is different in cows because it's not necessarily about weight. It actually to me is about how quickly their udder develops. I see their udder, more profound after baby number 1 and a little bit sooner than baby number 1. And that's probably, to be honest with you, due to like muscle around that and stretching out from previous pregnancies. And I have no idea if that's true or if that's how other people notice it, but that's how I am able to sort of see the differences.
I was hoping that we would have had a baby born yesterday, because yesterday was the anniversary of this video. Let me play it for y'all real fast. Yeah, yesterday was the anniversary of this event. I know, but easy. Okay, good girl. Brian, this is amazing. Okay, perfect. Okay, easy. Oh, look at that. You did great, Brian. You're amazing. Mama, you're fine.
Clean this thing off, please.
Okay, okay, perfect. I love that because poor Brienne and her gag reflex, y'all. So last year, now that was when I played the video. Sometimes a video may be a couple of days off. We sometimes record the video a day or 2 or 3 before we actually play it. We record it earlier. But yesterday was the anniversary of that video that I played it, and I put it on our page last night to kind of give a hard time to Brienne with her gag reflex. But Brienne was there to help deliver Danny. It would have been Danny, who was born this time last year, and from Gracie. So Gracie has given birth before. She had some complications last year. It wasn't breached. She just was unable to get that baby turned around the right way. And having Bree there, Bree was able to get her hands in and kind of help maneuver the baby to fit through that birth canal the right way.
Poor Bree.
And poor Bree, she'd never done it before. Even though she spent time working as a vet tech there at her vet's office in New Caney, she never had a chance to actually put her hands up in there and get down and dirty. And so when all of that came out, Bree was like, "Bleh," but she never turned and she never ran, and she stayed right there and worked the whole time. And I love that so much. Y'all want to see it one more time? I don't think there's anyone who's going to be offended by this. This is a real life video. I know, but easy. Okay, good girl. Brian, this is amazing. Okay, perfect. Okay, easy. Oh, look at that. You did great, Brian. You're amazing. Mama, you're fine.
Clean this thing off, please.
Okay, okay. Can you clean this thing off? Now, so
she sounded a bit like Ringo there. Actually, now that I was like, is Ringo in the background? No, it's Bree.
Oh, I love
you,
girl.
Bree. I'm sorry.
Bree, I know we do love Bree, and she's a wonderful video creator. And we give her a hard time because I'm Uncle Lester, and Uncle Lester is allowed to give his nieces, nephews, great nieces, whatever nieces, if they're a part of my family, I can give them a hard time. That's my birthright, Jamie. That is my birthright. And a lot of folks don't understand that, but in our family, uncles are always allowed to pick on and tease the nephews and the niece. And so we play with Bree, but we love her very much. And I think that she knows that. Oh my gosh, if there could only be one, Brinley, Cash,
you can't do
Carter.
That. You're not allowed to do that one. You're not allowed to do that one.
Because it's humans?
Yes.
Jamie.
No.
Jamie.
No.
Okay, fine. We won't do that one. But we will do it with the animals. But no, we love Bree. And that was a cute little memory that popped up on Facebook from a year ago. So I took a screen recording and played that for you all last night. But, everyone's saying, no, don't you dare do that with people.
Thank you. Yeah.
Gosh, y'all, sheesh. There are people who are already voting, though. Anywho, all right. Well, listen, we are at that point of our time where we like to ask you if you have any pressing matters you want to talk about. We're going to open the floor up. We will try to catch whatever we can. Jamie has a lot better eyes than I do. She'll try to grab stuff. People are saying kittens. I see a lot of things about kittens. Anything on kittens, Jamie Cakes?
All I'm going to say is that yesterday there were 7 plus 1. Plus 1.
7 plus 1, and that will be coming up soon. They're still saying kittens, 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 kittens. We already talked about the cows over there. I will be going back. I'll be leaving here momentarily and headed back to the JL, where I will sleep over with Sadie, and then we will drive down and have a peek at our cows and see what's going on. Friends, you just can't be there all the time. I understand you want us to be, and it doesn't. I don't think you can really find a farmer or a rancher who's present at every single delivery. And so you like to be there. You like to be able to assist if you need to, and you just want to be a part of it. For us, because we have you guys so invested with our babies, we would love to be able to have videos to show you the process and what's happening and bring all that stuff to you as close to real time as possible, even live maybe. But with us sharing property, trying to do stuff with the kids this weekend, there are, Jamie's mom being here, there are times that we have to kind of divide and conquer and do other things. So I'll be getting back in a little bit, and then we will find out if we have any babies tonight. If not, we'll start over again tomorrow. Today was the first, right? Mm-hmm. Today's the first, so tomorrow will be the second. And if it goes past the third, then I know for sure they're all going to be bulls. If it goes past the third, then that means we're going to be well over our normal gestation period, which means that any of our offspring are going to be bulls, males. Males take longer to develop than what females do. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
They have outies, not innies. I'll just put it that way. Outies take longer to develop than what innies do. There. I think we can just leave it right there.
Okay. Somebody asked about when is the next family event. So we are planning prom right now.
It is raining here.
It is.
Someone said, is it raining here? It's rained all day.
Oh, I thought you meant like right now. And I thought you heard it. Never mind. Anyway.
No, someone said, is it, I guess you probably want to know about if it's a low pressure system. Yes, it's been raining all day.
So prom is October 19th. And we just sent out the text for that over the last week, middle of the week last week. So everybody has gotten the notification about it. I think everyone's planning on coming. And we do have a theme. I'm not ready to announce that one yet, but October 19th will be family prom here at Longhorn Lester's.
And we're excited about that. We do have a theme. It's not going to be the normal thing. Can I talk about the theme?
I just said I'm not going to say the theme.
Oh,
you weren't listening to me.
I wasn't. I was seeing something on my phone, and I was seeing a comment over here. Sorry. So we're not going to do boat races, I don't guess.
I think we're probably going to hold off on boat races till spring, because 2 events back to back here in the fall with everything everyone else has going on is just there's not enough time to squeeze it all in before the water and temperatures get cool and things just get it's just too much in one time. So we chose prom to be our fall event. And then we will move boat races to springtime.
But we do have a really cool theme. We just can't talk about it.
I just want to wait to talk about it.
We're going to wait to talk about the theme.
Because I have some ideas on how we're going to announce that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's fine. All right. Well, I don't see any other questions over here coming through. So we want to say thank y'all for jumping on and being a part of our live this afternoon. Jamie's going to spend more time with her mama. I'm going to roll out of here to head back over to JL with my Sadie girl. And we might see you again over there, depending on what we see when we get over there. But if not, we will catch you guys tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait to share with you the huge surprise that my mama did for me. That'll be on my video tomorrow. What are you going to show them tomorrow?
Let's hope I can show them a calf.
Oh, okay.
I would love to show some calves. Listen, I know y'all think that we're just punking you all. We're not just punking you all. Cows, Lester.
Lester, how long that we looked for Santana's babies in the woods back at the sanctuary? Like how many days and nights and like just relentless, where we thought for sure was punking us, and we've looked for babies. So it is very normal that they do it when they're ready.
Yeah. You just can't.
But my bet is
force
still
Mother
on
Nature.
Marilyn going first. Sorry, it is.
Yeah. Well, according to what we saw today on our live video, it could very well be I get over it and Marilyn could have had her calf first. But I'm headed over there now. It is almost 9 o'clock our time. So if I do go live again, it'll be in at least 35, 45 minutes. Give me time to get settled, love on Sadie a little bit, give her a snack, and then we will see if I need to go live and bring y'all something new. Okay.
All right.
Thank y'all for watching. We love you so much, and we're very, very blessed to have you. Thank y'all for your time. Jamie, I'm saying
you're like fumbling and saying
I'm
all
nervous.
my words.
I'm nervous.
Y'all, thanks so much for giving us the greatest gift of all, which is your time. We are incredibly blessed that you choose to spend your days with us and that you bring us into your homes and phones. And we love you so very much. Hope you stay safe and stay well. And we will catch you on the next video.
And don't forget, you guys have to vote. When y'all see these videos pop up,
There could
have
folks, Lester here.
vote.
Hi to hello. All right, we're going to have some fun, and this may be hard for some of you, but you have to play. You have
I know, but easy. Okay, good girl. Brian, this is amazing. Okay, perfect. Okay, easy.
Oh, look at that.
You did great, Brian.